And we are back with the Blu-ray overview that I promised. Quick little walkthrough. Starts with box sets, then horror, and then everything else. So let's get cracking. With the box sets first, you'll see here that I've got the Alien anthology, the 4 Alien movies. And next to that, I've got the Dirty Harry box set. Incredibly cheap set from the UK with 5 movies there. Good transfers. The Australian JB Hi-Fi exclusive I Spit on Your Grave original and remake set. The 3 Matrix movies there. All 6 Rocky movies. Nice little box set there. The first 3 Rambos. The 4th, or just one, the latest one called Rambo, is not part of this set. Underworlds 1, 2, and 3, and the fantastic Battle Royale set put out by Arrow, which I will pull down. Great set for a great movie. Absolute chocked full of goodness in here. What are those discs? Great stuff. And obviously the Star Wars set that I just showed in my last update. Starting from the beginning here, I put all the Steelbooks and the metal pack together. And you have the one metal pack, and that's the fantastic Inglourious Bastard set, which was a JB Hi-Fi exclusive again. Really nice embossed cover, comes with some art cards in there, and it's a great movie, one of my favourites. Next to that we get The Extraordinary Adventures of Madame Blanc Sec, Grindhouse, which is the German steelbook, which is really nice. Got the 2 posters on the front there. Hannah, which I showed recently, the Machete steelbook, love that one. Paul, Resident Evil Afterlife, which was the first steelbook I got, and Sucker Punch. So I don't have many, but they're all pretty cool. 2 Criterions I've got, House or Housel, and Videodrome. And this Videodrome one is pretty special. I won't get it out, but it looks like an old Betamax tape inside, which is very cool. The fantastic Alien 2 on Earth release. Not the world's best movie, but a fantastic presentation. All the Blue Undergrounds I got next to that. So Bird with the Crystal Plumage, which is very hard to get this one now, this particular edition. The Arrow release is cropped incorrectly, which caused a lot of demand for this, which was already deleted in the States. So if you do find one of these on Blu-ray and it's going for a good price, snap it up. Dead and Buried, great movie. Deep Red, another great movie. Original Django, Franco Nero. Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. Maniac, New York Ripper. Stendhal Syndrome, underrated I think. Split here of Messengers 2, The Scarecrow, and Solstice. Wrong Turn and Cabin Fever. Black Sheep and Severance, which are both pretty funny movies. Alright, so now the A to Z horror. Starting off here with 2001 Maniacs, 30 Days of Night, Amare, which is a Neo Giallo. Very cool cover there. Audition, Bay of Blood, my only Arrow Blu-ray set, except for the Battle Royale. The cover makes absolutely no sense, but anyway. Black Christmas, Blood Night, which I actually quite enjoyed. Blood Night gets a lot of crap reviews, but I thought it was quite good. The Children, which is pretty good, British horror. Cujo, Dawn of the Dead, which I only just got. Awesome. Dead Silence, Dead Snow, that's a hilarious movie. Descent 1 and 2, Drag Me to Hell, Event Horizon, Exorcist, Fourth Kind, which is really becoming one of my favourite movies. Sleeper hit, this one. I really like this one. Friday the 13th, the original movie. Frozen, Death Proof, and Planet Terror separate releases. Guard Post, which I've not actually checked this out yet. That's an Asian horror movie. I think it's an Asian horror movie. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Halloween Remake, Hardware. Great cover on Hardware. Hatchet, Hills Have Eyes Remake 1 and 2. Host, fantastic throwback House of the Devil, which I've also got the VHS of. Human Centipede, everybody knows that. Infestation, which is a horror comedy. British release of Let the Right One In, the original movie, not the remake. Awesome Australian horror, Loved Ones. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Martyrs, French horror. Midnight Meat Train. Stephen King's The Mist, also includes the black and white version on that. My Bloody Valentine 3D. 3D being red and blue glasses, which are included. Hilarious. You don't have to use that crap. Night of the Creeps. Night Watch and Day Watch. Orphan, which I still haven't watched. Go check that out. Orphanage. Yeah, Del Toro presents, but not directing, a Spanish horror movie. Quite good. Pan's Labyrinth is directed by Del Toro. Paintball. Pandorum. Paranormal Activity 1 and 2. Perfume, The Story of a Murderer. This particular release is, I think it was from the Netherlands, who are one of the few countries to actually do a release of this on Blu-ray, so very awesome to get that in a really good quality. Pranks, The House That Dripped Blood, Wreck 1 and 2, these are falling over, 2, Robo, Geisha, beautiful, Ruins, Shaun of the Dead, classic, Splice, I love that one, Splinter, good fun, Signal, also good fun, The Thing, John Carpenter, Trick or Treat, about time to watch that again, and The Wolfman. So kicking on from the genre movies, we're now on to the other stuff. There's a mix of things in here. 2001, which is a stellar Blu-ray release. 50 Dead Men Walking, which is a really good Irish crime drama, basically. Above the Law, Steven Seagal. Amelie, which hopefully you all know, is a really cute romantic comedy. Now, I shouldn't like that kind of stuff, but the French do it well, so yeah, Amelie, great movie. Akira, brand new UK release, classic anime there. Avatar, AVP 2, Back to the Future trilogy set, lenticular cover, got that incredibly cheap. Big Trouble in Little China, Black Death, I haven't checked out Black Death yet, Sean Bean. The absolutely fantastic Black Dynamite, Blood and Bone, which is a great direct-to-video action movie with Michael J. White, and it's got oh shit, what's his name? God, I can't remember the other guy's name in it. What a pain. Anyway, Michael J. White, great movie. Boondock Saints 1 and 2, Brazil, Bubba Hotep, UK release on Blu. A bit hard to get these out sometimes. Great cover there. Classic bit of Bruce. Burn After Reading, good fun Coen Brothers movie. Cargo, sci-fi. Casino Royale, it's the only Bond I've got. I'm not a big Bond fan, but it got it for free. So Chaos, which is a Jason Statham and Wesley Snipes action movie, with a good twist at the end. Now you know there's a twist, haha. CJ7, this is fun. I like anything with Stephen Chow, and this was his latest one. Good fun. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, great set there. Coffee, now I made this one myself. This is not a real release. The classic Pam Grier, Coffee. That is from the MGM HD channel in the States, and I made a little Blu-ray from that. It is a Blu-ray. The awesome Dolph Lundgren Command Performance, a bit stuck. Great fun. He plays a drummer. Great fun. Yep, Commando, classic Arnie. Contact, one of my faves, even though the ending's shit. Crank and Crank 2, awesome movies. Dark City, Death at a Funeral. One of the few comedies of recent years I actually really loved. Hilarious. This is the British one. The American one, I'm not interested in. Death Race 1 and 2. Deep Blue Sea. Die Hard 1, 2, 3, 4. Direct Action, that's more Dolph. Direct Contact, that's even more Dolph. That's one of his most hilarious ones recently. Great set here of District 13. But this is part 1 and 2, part 2 being District 13 Ultimatum. Great French action from the director of Transporter and movies like that, whose name for the moment escapes me, which is pretty terrible. Yeah, great stuff. Direct D13. It's also called Banuel 13, I think, in French. Awesome. Stallone's Detox, not that good. Enter the Dragon, classic. Escape from New York. Down the other end here, Fight Club, a great little sleeve. Franklin, very interesting dreamlike, dark movie. That Clint Eastwood's The Gauntlet, Ghostbusters, classic. Goonies, classic. Hancock, that's the one the wife likes. I thought it was pretty crap, really. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, good fun. Hot Fuzz, brilliant movie. I Saw the Dead, that's pretty good horror comedy as well. Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, one for the missus, I still haven't checked it out. In Bruges, what the fuck are we doing in Bruges? Great movie. Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I liked it a lot more than everybody else seemed to. Original Inglourious Bastards. Dolph Lundgren is the killing machine. It was better under its name Icarus, they should have stuck with that. Iron Man 2. Missus again likes the those types of movies. Ip Man, that's a really good one with Donnie Yen. JCVD, if you have discounted Van Damme as being just a martial arts guy, and I gave up on him 20 years ago, check this out. This is not what you'd expect. It is essentially a dark crime movie, and it's in French most of the time, and it has a great monologue to the camera delivered by Van Damme. K-20, which is Takeshi Kaneshiro. This was a Takeshi Miike film? I think it was. He does all kinds of stuff. I'm pretty sure it was one of his. Anyway, K-20, superhero type thing, it's good. Kick-Ass, everyone knows that movie. Kickboxer, classic, Kill Bill 1 and 2. Kung Fu Hustle, probably my favourite Stephen Chow. Road Warrior, Mad Max 2. The Man with No Name trilogy. Great little set there, very cheap. Steve Mescal, Marked to Death, awesome. Mary and Max, this is a great animation, sort of claymation thing that took years and years to make this. But it's a really sweet movie. So, yeah, you can see the characters there. Great stuff. Maximum Risk, Van Damme. Micmacs, from the same director of Amélie. This is the latest one he's done. Again, if you like any of his French movies, yeah, check this one out. It's along the same lines. Moon, great movie. Once you've seen it, though, you know how it's going to end. Mr. Bean's Holiday, I think that's fun. A lot of people hate the Mr. Bean movie, but I think it's fun. My Name is Bruce, classic. Napoleon Dynamite, absolute classic. I caught you a delicious bass. What have I got here? God, I can't remember the English name for this. Absolutely cannot remember the English name for this. French Action, that's all I remember, and it's good. With the starring the guy from Taxi. Ninja, Scott Adkins, that's great. Ninja Assassin, starring a guy called Rain from a Japanese pop band. Good fun. Office Space, absolute classic. If you work in a cubicle, you need to see that movie. Old Boy, what a brilliant movie that was. Everyone check out Old Boy. Seagal, again, Out for Justice, probably his best. Outlander, very cool. Viking movie, sort of the this guy crashes down from his spaceship into 1300s around the Viking time and accidentally tracks a alien with him. So it's Vikings, this guy versus a giant alien. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, they're fun. Pitch Black, Predator, Predator 2, that's the original Predator. They reissued this and overly remastered it far too much, making everybody look like plastic. So get the original Predator 2. The Protector, I think this one's great fun. This is more fun than Tony Jaa's Ong Bak movies. He just runs around most of Sydney, actually, shouting out, "Where's my elephant? Where's my elephant?" He's obviously trying to track his elephant. Great movie. Public Enemies, this was good. Good Johnny Depp role. Definitely check that one out. Yep, The Fourth Rambo. One of the most bloody things I've seen in years. The original Hong Kong release of Red Cliff Part 1 and 2. Raw Deal, very underrated Arnie. Never Drink and Bake. Red Heat with Arnie and James Belushi. Love that movie, it's so funny. What is wrong with Patakit? Chronicles of Riddick, sequel to Pitch Black, or prequel really. Running Man, one of my favourite Arnie's, probably my favourite. Ran Fat Boy Run. It's not a bad little comedy. It's got Simon Pegg in it, but and Dylan Moran, but it just misses the charm of being directed by by the director of Scott Pilgrim. So it's not as good, but yeah, Scott Pilgrim, now that was good fun. Really enjoyed that. Serenity, Shaolin Soccer. It's either Kung Fu Hustle or Shaolin Soccer, my favourite Stephen Chow movies. If you're going to watch any of his, at least check out those two. Sherlock Holmes, good fun that. Smoking Aces 1 and 2. Snatch, one of my top 10 favourite movies of all time. Endlessly rewatchable, endlessly quotable. Speed, yeah, it was cheap. Stargate, this is the reissue, about reissue 716 or something. They just keep reissuing it. Good movie that. Star Trek, new one, good fun. Son of Rambo. If you've not checked this one out, you should. It's early 80s. Kids want to make their own film after seeing a bootleg copy of Rambo. And, well, yeah, kids, video camera, and then making their own weapons. It's not going to end well. Good fun. Starship Troopers, great movie. Sweeney Todd, not too bad, bit musical. Sukiyaki Western Django. More Takeshi Miike. This is the abridged American release. It's about 30 minutes shorter than the original Japanese release, but I think this is actually probably the best way to watch it. There was a lot of waffle in that long cut. Sunshine, love that movie. Taken, Liam Neeson, Tango and Cash, classic. Tekken, actually surprisingly good. As long as you're not a fan of the game and you're going to bitch about people's clothes not looking right, it's actually a pretty decent actioner. Tekken Concrete, I bet I butchered that name. Yeah, animation, I don't think it's a Studio Ghibli. Good movie. Dominator. Good, the Bad, the Weird. This is really cool. Korean comedy from Kim Ji-woon, who I think is the director of what was it? Nope, I've lost it. Recent, very violent horror movie. Somebody will tell me in the comments. Total Recall. Transformers 1 and 2. For the wife. Seriously, they are. I can't stand them. Transporter 1, 2, and 3. They're good fun. Luc Besson, that's the director's name. Luc Besson. Under Siege, classic. Under Siege 2, not so classic, but still fun. Universal Soldier, classic. Universal Soldier Regeneration, the third movie, really good fun. One of the only two animations I actually really like from Pixar. Up, good fun. War, it's got another name in every other country. Can't remember what it was called. V for Vendetta, great movie. And the other animation, Wall-E, which me and my wife both like. Just don't get into those movies normally. Finding Nemo, all that stuff, really can't stand them. But those two did enjoy. Watchmen. X-Files Fight the Future, the second movie was garbage, and Young Frankenstein, and then a few tuning discs for the player. Lastly, my final two sets, whoops, things falling over. We've got on the front here, I've shown before, the Australian Grindhouse Blu-ray set, still shrink wrapped, and I'm going to keep it that way. Beautiful edition, and behind it, the complete Planet of the Apes, all the original movies. It comes in a really big hardcover set, folds out. So, that's my Blu-rays. Hope I didn't bore you too much. If you want to know anything more about any particular release, let me know and I'll see what I can dig up. Alright guys, cheers.